Today I'm going to do another book review. This is The Blazing World by Siri Hustvedt. This is a book about feminism and art. I was a bit confused when I opened it up because it starts with this editor's introduction. And that's the sort of thing that you would normally see in, say, a classic. To be honest, I usually skip past that, maybe go back to it later, but it usually has spoilers, so I won't read it before I read the book. So I very nearly skipped past this first bit. What it is the editor, this fictional editor, talking about the collection of information that he has put together, which makes up the rest of the book. So it's treated like non-fiction, really. Harriet Burden, the artist and main character in this book, wrote a set of journals, one for each letter of the alphabet. And some of these are missing, and it tells us that in the introduction, but we get to read most of them out of order, but that's how we get her version of events. As well as these journal entries, we also have statements and interviews from people that she knew. So there are lots of different perspectives, different sides of the same story. That story is about Harriet Burden and her frustrations with being a female artist in a male-dominated field. She feels that she's not getting enough attention for her work, so she decides to go behind 3 male pseudonyms to exhibit her work. Now these pseudonyms are 3 artists who actually exist, and she uses them and their personas to present the work. The plan is that at the end of the exhibitions, they will say, "Haha, fooled you, it was in fact Harriet Burden who made this work, not me." But of course it doesn't quite work out like that. The third of the 3 artists is particularly problematic, and that really fuels this story, and we know that something weird happens to him, but we're not sure what until towards the end. The whole thing is written posthumously, so we know that Harriet Burden is dead and that she didn't get the recognition in her lifetime. This does make it particularly poignant, especially as the whole narrative is very believable. Hustvedt is very good at using the different voices to explain the story and to show the different sides. I did particularly enjoy reading the parts that were Harriet's diary. It brings up a lot of issues that are very relevant to today. I'm currently reading this book, 33 Artists in 3 Acts, by Sarah Thornton. This looks at different artists working today and their practices. I couldn't help but notice, reading this, especially after reading this, that most of the artists are men. It's pretty good at representing people of different backgrounds and different sexual orientation, but it's not so good when it comes to the balance of male and female. It would have been a really good idea to read this one before reading this one, because I don't know a lot about contemporary art. My art knowledge sort of goes up to what we might call modern art, and then the stuff that's going on at the moment I'm not so aware of. But I'm sure if I had read this first, I would have been much better informed. So that is one of the criticisms I have of this. It could be quite alienating for somebody who doesn't know much about art. I mean, I majored in art history at university and I still found this quite alienating in places. I found myself wanting to go and look up some of the art that was described in here. So to conclude, I would recommend this, but with reservations. If you don't like feeling alienated by a book, probably don't go for this unless you know a lot about contemporary art. If you want to learn some stuff about contemporary art though, have your laptop next to you and just look things up as you go. That's it for my review. Thank you for watching. Thank you for those people who have subscribed, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!